What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and we will talk about Milos Kerkez because Liverpool emerge as the favorites to sign him, as they have a secret weapon after Kerkez made a big decision ahead of the January transfer window. So all will be revealed in this video, and Happy New Year to all of you guys. My aim is to provide even better and even more videos in 2025, so if you are new around here, just subscribe and hit the bell notification. That way you never miss the latest updates around Liverpool FC and the Premier League. So Milos Kerkez is a target for Liverpool and Manchester United for the January transfer window, but Liverpool could have a secret weapon in the race per reports. And I mean, Kerkez, if he goes to Man United right now, he would join a relegation battle, while at Liverpool he would join a title race. How big of a difference there is right now between two of the biggest clubs in English football. It's absolutely astonishing. I grew up watching Man United win title after title under Sir Alex Ferguson. So I will be honest, as a Liverpool fan, it feels very nice to see Man United struggling so much, and hopefully Liverpool will be the team who win many titles in the next decade. But Milos Kerkez, who is only 21 years old, is considered to be one of the best young left backs in the Premier League, and it looks like he is going to move either in the January or in the summer transfer window. Of course, Bournemouth enjoy a very good campaign. They recently beat Man United 3-0 away from home, and they are in the top half of the table. And Kerkez made a big decision. He signed with a new football agency ahead of a potential transfer of 2025. And he is now part of Fali Ramadani's Lion Sports, or Lion Sports, not sure how to pronounce it. They also represent Federico Chiesa, who is at Liverpool. Kerkez was officially welcomed to the agency in a post shared on Instagram on Monday. It remains to be seen whether the change in representation results in a transfer, but it wouldn't be a shock if it did, because usually players change agency before they want to make a transfer, before they want to make a move, because they feel the new agency can help them get their dream move to a big Premier League club. As previously reported, Liverpool are actively looking at the left-back targets, and we have been linked with Ryan Ait-Nouri, but he's not having a great season at Wolves, even though Wolves had a major uptick in form since their new manager came in. They beat Man United as well 2-0. And of course, we have been linked with Anthony Robertson of Fulham, who was great against Liverpool. He got 2 assists, but he will be 28 years old in the summer, and that's not exactly the kind of age profile that Liverpool are looking for. He's not much younger than Tsimikas or Robertson. Kerkez, on the other hand, is 7 years younger. He's only 21, so he would be perfect as a profile of a left back that Liverpool would want to bring in. And Arneslot doesn't seem to be convinced by his backup left back Tsimikas, and Henry Robertson hasn't been at his best this season. He made a few major errors which led to penalties or goals conceded. And the Liverpool Echo have suggested that the fact there is a connection between Kerkez and Chiesa through a shared agency could give Liverpool a secret weapon and a better chance of sealing a deal than Man United. I think what gives even better chance for Liverpool is that Liverpool are a much better sporting project right now. Man United are an absolute graveyard for players at the moment, and not just right now. In the past 5 years, we have to be honest, not many Man United players improved after signing for the club. Of course, Man United are looking to strengthen at left back because Luke Shaw is constantly injured, and Tyler Maracia and Diogo Dalot is their 2 other left backs who can play there, but they are not very convincing. And in this 3-5-2 formation that Ruben Amorim plays, or 3-4-3 formation, the wing backs are very crucial. So Man United probably need to prioritize that position. And it's also worth noting that Fabrizio Romano has reported Man United are more likely to sign Kerkez than Liverpool because their interest is more concrete at this stage. So there will be a lot of twists and turns. And Kerkez has personal connections to Man United through family, and this is expected to play a key role in his decisions. Maybe his father or his grandfather supports Man United. Not sure what exactly this personal connection is. I will read up on it a little bit later to find out. But sources suggest that Bournemouth value Kerkez at around £40 million. I think that's kind of reasonable. 50 million would be too much. I saw other newspapers value Kerkez at 50 million. I think that's a little bit too much because yes, Kerkez is very talented, but 40 million is, I think, the most that Liverpool should pay for him. And yes, Liverpool admire Anthony Robinson, but they would prefer to sign a younger left back. But Kerkez is a key part to Bournemouth's revolution this season, and Bournemouth would not want to lose Kerkez. So especially in the January transfer window, so they would demand a huge transfer fee, probably more than £40 million maybe. So that's why I think a more likely outcome is that Liverpool slug it out this season with Robertson and Tsimikas as our two left back options, and then in the summer we probably move on Tsimikas and bring in Kerkez, and they can battle with Robertson between each other who gets the first choice, who gets to be first choice Liverpool left back next season. But I think Kerkez has a very, very good chance. And his readiness for a step up to a top 6 team seems clear. Bournemouth's strong performances this season add complexity to negotiations. So of course Bournemouth, it would be a blow for them if Kerkez moved clubs in January, but the lure of Liverpool might just be too strong. If Liverpool are willing to pay 40-45 million for Kerkez, then Bournemouth might say yes, because the player himself would want to move. And even Arsenal, Chelsea and Tottenham are keeping tabs on Kerkez, but Liverpool and Man United are the two front runners in this race to sign him. And I said it even in yesterday's video, if Liverpool lose Trent Alexander-Arnold on a free transfer, it's absolutely vital that bring in a very creative left back who can provide some goals and assists from the left back position, because it's highly unlikely that we would sign a right back who is going to come in ahead of Conor Bradley. The most likely scenario is Conor Bradley will be the first choice right back, and then we bring in a young player. Conor Bradley, of course, is young as well, but we bring in a young player who can be the understudy of Conor Bradley, or they can battle for the first choice to be first choice right back. And Kerkez represents a long-term investment in a crucial position. His potential to grow into a world-class left-back under Arne Slot's guidance is very, very exciting and very likely. His ability to operate in high-intensity systems could prove very valuable as Liverpool continue their evolution under the new manager's philosophy. If the transfer fee is 50 million, then Liverpool will probably walk away, because for 50 million you should sign an elite left back. Alphonso Davies could be a free agent, but his high wages make it a little bit unlikely that Liverpool sign him, and Real Madrid are interested in Alphonso Davies, but they are also in talks with Bayern Munich to extend his contract. So how funny would it be if both Trent Alexander-Arnold and Alphonso Davies extended their contracts and Real Madrid wouldn't be able to sign either of them as free agents in the summer transfer window? And Kerkez apparently has already spoken to Liverpool about the possibility of a transfer to Liverpool, having established himself in past 2 seasons with Bournemouth. And Fabrizio Romano reported that Kerkez signed with this new football agency, and he's definitely one to watch with Liverpool and Man United among top clubs monitoring his progress. And the Athletic news outlet provided an update about what positions will Liverpool be looking at in January. And they are looking, of course, for a defensive midfielder. Martin Zubimendi is a player that Liverpool still admire, but the form of Ryan Gravenberch in that role has reduced the urgency to bring in a defensive midfielder, because we also have McAllister, Curtis Jones, and even Vatarendo and Tyler Morton, who can all play in that position. Left back has become a talking point in recent months because of the inconsistent form of Andy Robertson. He's 30 years old, he has 18 months left of his contract. Probably he will not get a contract extension, so probably what Liverpool will do is bring in a left back in the summer and let Robertson run down his contract, and then in another season, so 2 years from now, or 1.5 years from now, Liverpool can sign another left back to hopefully compete with Milos Kerkez. And this position, the left back position, will most likely be addressed in the summer when Liverpool will consider their options. Of course, what needs to be done in the transfer market in 2025 will be heavily influenced by what happens to Van Dijk, Salah and Trent Alexander-Arnold. If all three of them stay, then Liverpool don't need major surgery in the transfer market. But if just one of them leaves, then Liverpool need to make some big transfers and some big decisions in the transfer market. It's often difficult to find good value in the January window, but recent history has shown that if the right player becomes available, the Liverpool are ready to pounce. We already signed Luis Suarez, Virgil van Dijk, Cody Gakpo and Luis Diaz in the January transfer window. And because PSV were willing to sell for 44 million, Gakpo went to Liverpool in a January transfer window. And injuries to Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota also contributed to that story. Similar story in January 2022 when Porto needed to generate cash. So Liverpool knew they either had to move fast to land Diaz for 50 million or miss out. And Tottenham would have gotten Luis Diaz, which would have been an absolute disaster. Arne Slot has repeatedly spoken about how happy he is with the depth of the Liverpool squad, but Liverpool are not in the habit of signing players for the sake of it. They will wait for their carefully selected targets to become available. Defensive injuries have given Slot a selection headache in recent weeks because of the absences of Konate, Conor Bradley, Tsimikas. But right now, those injuries are clearing. Tsimikas is already back playing, and Conor Bradley and Konate could be back training this week, and hopefully they will be able to play against Man United. It's unlikely that Liverpool will look to sell anyone, maybe loan out a few players like Tyler Morton, but Liverpool were unwilling to let Morton go out on loan in the summer, and none of his suitors were willing to meet Liverpool's 20 million asking price. Of course, there will be interest in Tyler Morton this month, but if nobody bids enough for Morton, he is most likely to stay put because he can play some games in the League Cup. And we just have an additional midfield cover in the defensive midfield area. Kevin Kelleher has showed his importance to Liverpool during Alisson's 2-month injury, and of course he wants to become a number one goalkeeper. Kelleher is not going to be sold in January, he will be sold in the summer. Liverpool already have a lot of players out on loan: Bajcetic, Bandok, Owen Beck, Kumas, Gordon, Ramsey, Stevenson, Reece Williams, Nat Phillips, Pitaluga. And there is a decision to be made about Kyle Gordon, who only started one game for Norwich in the first half of the season. The same goes for Ramsey, who has made only 3 starts for Wigan Athletic. Owen Beck, however, plays regularly. Bandok has been voted the young player of the month in December. In the Championship, he's doing really well at Middlesbrough. Bajcetic also had a difficult time at Salzburg, and we will see how the Salzburg new manager fancies Bajcetic. Jadon Dance and James McConnell were both expected to leave on loan in the summer, but injuries ruled out moves for them. So maybe these players will be loaned out in the January transfer window. Luke Chambers and Callum Scanlon were on loan, but they were recalled because they got serious injuries, so they are now continuing their rehabilitation at Liverpool. And the key figure in transfer decision making is, of course, Sporting Director Richard Hughes, who reports to FSG's CEO of football, Michael Edwards. Of course, Arne Slot's opinion will be asked, and nobody will be signed without him being amenable to the deal. But one of the reasons why Liverpool wanted to appoint a head coach and not a manager when Jurgen Klopp departed was to keep recruitment more compartmentalized. Because Liverpool don't want the manager to split his attention between, sorting out the team tactics and everything and also looking at transfer targets. And this will be the first transfer window for more than a decade without Dave Fellows, who is leaving his role as Director of Scouting and Recruitment at the end of December. But Liverpool still have a good group of people in charge of transfers. Targets will be analysed through the club's data department, headed by Director of Research Will Spearman. So I'm quietly optimistic that Liverpool will do some business in the January transfer window, but the most crucial part is Liverpool stay clear of injuries. Hopefully our key players will stay fit, because then I think we are fine with the squad as it is, and we need to sort out the contracts of Van Dijk, Salah, and hopefully Trent Alexander-Arnold. I still have some hope that Trent will stay, because it's not certain that he will leave Real Madrid, but that's a topic for another video. And the most goal contributions in Europe's big 5 leagues in 2024 in all competitions is Mohamed Salah with 52 goal contributions. He has 29 goals and 23 assists, and he's leading this illustrious list of hugely talented world-class players: Harry Kane, Mbappe, Jonathan David, Vinicius Jr., Lewandowski, Cole Palmer, Erling Haaland, Rafinha and Omar Marmoush are all behind Mo Salah in goals and assists combined in the calendar year of 2024. So I'm really looking forward to the Liverpool-Man United game. Hopefully Liverpool will start the year with a big and very important victory against Man United. And it's absolute joke that Mo Salah wasn't even on the list of Ballon d'Or nominees. That was a disgrace. And also the Guardian newspaper posted a team of 2024 and Salah wasn't in it, which is an absolute joke. Saka had a great season, but Kerkez and all the other pundits having Salah behind Palmer and Saka is a disgrace. And then they ask, why does Salah not get the respect in the Ballon d'Or votes? Because you pundits, you idiots, you don't even put Salah in the team of the season so far, which is an absolute joke, because he has been by far the best player in the Premier League and the best player in the world for the first half of the season. Is that because they just want to be controversial so more people watch their stuff? I'm not sure. You be the judge of that. But yeah, let me know what you think about the topics that we discussed in today's video in the comments below, and I wish you guys a happy new year. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.